Some people say that there is no real difference between Republicans and Democrats, whether that is said because of being too lazy to examine the differences or because it makes some people feel exalted to say, in effect, a plague on both your houses. It is a dangerous self-indulgence.
The Democrats are responsible for every scar that exists on this country.
In recent history, the Democrat Party has created the illusion that their agenda and their policies are what's best for black people.
I liked American history in school. I paid close attention in that class.
Somehow it's been forgotten that the Republican Party was founded in 1854 as an abolitionist movement with one simple creed, that slavery is a violation of the rights of man.
It was a Democratic Party that fought for slavery.
Get off Google and go look it up yourself.
Frederick Douglass called Republicans the party of freedom and progress. And the first Republican president was Abraham Lincoln, the author of the Emancipation Proclamation.
When Republican Abraham Lincoln won the presidency, the South seceded and the Civil War began.
Now they take his name off schools and tear down his statues. Really? Lincoln isn't good enough for you?
It was Republicans in Congress who authored the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments, giving former slaves citizenship, voting rights, and due process of law.
The Democratic Party was once the party of white supremacy, supporting slavery and the Ku Klux Klan.
You know LBJ was a KKK member, right?
It was the Democratic Party that put together Jim Crow laws.
It was Democrats who defended the rights of slave owners.
Every segregational law, every racist law, every Jim Crow law was done by the Democrats.
It was the Republican President Dwight Eisenhower who championed the Civil Rights Act of 1957.
It was a Democratic Party that fought against the anti-lynching bill in 1918, put together by a Missouri Republican.
But it was the Democrats in the Senate who filibustered the bill.
We've been fighting against this evil for a long time, and we've come a long, long way, my friends. All we have to do is look around this room, we see how far we've come.
Our self-initiative and our self-reliance have been sacrificed in exchange for allegiance to our overseers, who control us by making us dependent on them.
You have to ask, why do you lie to black people? Why do you lie to black people? Why do liberals feel that they have to do that? Because they need to keep blacks angry. They need to keep blacks close to them.
The idea that blacks, or anyone for that matter, need the government to get ahead in life is despicable.
My Democratic friends use it to brand America as racist versus what the Democratic Party has done.
So my brothers and sisters of the American community, please join with me today in abandoning the government plantation and the party of disappointment, so that we may all echo the words of one Republican leader who famously said,
"When we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last."
Can we please embrace history so we don't repeat it? That might have been a little much.